It is One Piece. This is One Piece chapter 1022. The stars take the stage. Yeah. Last we left off, which one of the was it Robin's thing? Robin took down her Toby Roppo.
Yeah. She smacked the fuck.
It's been 2 weeks, right, since we had One Piece.
Snap that back.
Yeah.
You're right.
She put Black Maria into a fucking rear naked choke. Literally. Literally put her in a rear naked choke.
Yes. And we found out Yamato's Devil Fruit power. Luffy's okay. We're getting into it. Big things are happening. We start off with a basic summary of the battle so far. The Toby Roppo are all down. And it took me aback to realize that. Because we lost Ulti and Page 1 pretty early.
Right.
And then we have these three. And X-Drake defected. So that's 6.
By the way, we haven't seen X-Drake.
There's 6 Toby Roppo.
We haven't seen X-Drake since like the early thousands now. Like the early, like before chapter 1010. We haven't seen him since.
That nigga got low.
Like, we don't know where the fuck this motherfucker is.
He said, I'm out.
So he's like, I'm defecting. I can help you guys by leaving.
he seen King and Queen pull up on the scene and was like, yeah, I need to slide up out of here.
I need to get the
I don't
fuck
blame
out.
him. I'm not even going to crack jokes about it.
Yeah. So, he's hiding out. Luffy is just wilding out, eating food, getting fat. You know how he do. He's going to lose all the weight in 2 minutes. We then cut over to Raizo's battle with one of the Onibanwashu, I think they're called. It's crazy that I remember. I think I'm saying it wrong, but that's how I remember it. Apparently, he has the ability to manipulate his earlobes, and they look so creepy and gross.
Yeah. Yeah. It almost looks like the mochi fruit guy.
Yeah, it does. It looks,
but it's ear.
Yeah, it's gross.
But it's here.
Raizo's out here doing shadow clones, doing everything he can, but he cannot avoid the deadliest earlobe on the planet. He gets smacked in the fucking face by it. And this Onibanwashu guy just starts to fucking yell at him about how he was too much of an emotional boy to ever be succeed at the way of the shinobi. And Raizo's like, no, it is these emotions that make us who we are. So that's pretty cool. He again dedicates, he proclaims his loyalty to Odin. He's like, we all came here willing to die. We were out here, So, at the end of the day, Lord Momonosuke shall be Shogun.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's his opinion.
That's
right.
One man's opinion.
That's one person's. That's one fictional character's opinion.
But what are the facts, really?
I mean, this chapter has a lot of hope for people's leaders right now.
Yeah.
Bro, they all said he said we died. When Odin died, we died. So we been dead.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
We already got graves up.
That's fair. Yeah. They showed that, and I was like, oh, I didn't know y'all felt that way.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the 3rd floor, we cut back to the battle between Killer and Hawkins. Hawkins gets stabbed up by Killer right away.
Yeah, he's losing.
He's
he's not doing well at all.
Yeah. But apparently it doesn't really do any effect because part of Basil Hawkins' power is that he can just voodoo doll people, and any damage on him will be directed onto those other folks. So yeah, Killer tries to stab him up again, and another one of these voodoo straw dolls pulls up out of Basil's wound, and he's like, there are only a few left of these replacements, but the real question is, whose lives are they? And that's when we cut over to the 2nd floor when Law and Kid are facing off against Big Mom. And then out of nowhere, Kid just starts to bleed. And he's like, what the fuck is happening? And Basil Hawkins, with the fucking cheesiest asshole face, just goes, it would have been satisfying to allow you to kill Kid without realizing what you did. But then I decided it would be more entertaining if I tell you and watch you struggle to hurt me.
It's pretty fair logic. Can't debate that one, Odin. You got it.
I mean,
It's very wise.
No, honestly, he kind of had no choice but to do that because if Kid died, he's kind of fucked.
Right. He's
Yeah.
like, well, I guess I'm definitely gonna kill you now, regardless. Of who's
Like
in there.
he's trying to make himself sound like he's all hot and he's tough shit and he's only doing this because he wants to torture him, but he's really doing this because he wants to survive.
yeah.
I like how he depowered because he's like, yeah, no, checkmate.
Gotcha now, buddy.
Got your nose, got your captain.
Yeah,
What you gonna
basically.
do?
So yeah, in response, Killer's not even really phased by it. He's like, "Fwa fwa fwa fwa. I like your style." I'm like, "You do?"
That's a pretty bold thing to say. Pretty nonchalant thing to say.
I think there's like a really easy way to get around this,
Yeah.
and that is to just cut off the arm that Kid doesn't have.
What do you mean?
Just
Oh, you're right. That
Like,
makes sense.
the metal arm.
yeah, just cut off the arm that Kid doesn't have, and Hawkins just doesn't have an arm, right?
Yeah, but what if that like just opens the cauterized wound?
Then he has Law right next to him.
That's true.
Mm.
Damn.
As
Brian.
a matter of fact, he should be able to heal him right now.
Yeah. Hey
Yeah,
Brian,
for real.
hey, do you write One Piece?
I was secretly Oda in disguise.
Oh my god, imagine that if I find out my brother.
Yeah, bro,
Has
stay
been
healthy.
Oda.
I just rip off my mask.
Just a small Japanese man. Just
Would've
like, ah.
would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling brothers.
So, Killer's like out here ecstatic that this is happening right now. His captain is in mortal danger.
He's having a great time.
He's very happy to hear that his captain is now in mortal danger.
Yeah,
by his own hand.
Yeah. I could kill that guy if I wanted to.
This is fucking awesome.
And meanwhile, back on the performance floor, King and Queen are having a ball and a half destroying all of the enemy
Yeah,
forces.
they're having a great time too.
Yeah, everybody's having a ball here. Everybody's like really. Kaido's forces are on the winning side. Sanji is technically is kind of down right now. He's like, damn, I'm fighting two of them at the same time. It's getting to be a bit much. And
By the way, that's formidable as fuck that he's
for sure
fighting them by himself right
he
now.
hasn't immediately died. That's
but,
pretty cool.
But let's not forget this. People have ragged on Sanji. I've seen some people rag on Sanji for this, but it's like he was bodying Queen before this. If King doesn't get involved, I think Sanji beats the fuck out of Queen.
Queen looks fine to me right now, but perhaps I'm mistaken.
No, the only reason why Queen is okay, like the only reason why Sanji couldn't defeat Queen is because Queen just is a tank.
He's still smoking his cigar.
Yeah.
I don't think
mean-
you beat somebody up if they still.
But Queen, no.
yeah, but
'cause-
to be fair, nobody defeats Cigar Sama. So it's, you can't be,
You're right.
Listen,
how
I'm
could
trying-
I have forgotten?
you can't kill Cigar
What
Sama.
I'm trying to say is he couldn't do shit to Sanji. Sanji could beat his ass, but Queen is like, oh, I got thick dinosaur skin, bitch. You can't hurt me. I'm a thick ass dinosaur. Look at my dump truck, fucking thick dinosaur ass. You can't hurt me.
I like how you resort to like giving them dumb voices. Like 7-year-olds like, oh, look at me, I'm Queen.
He's got Kevlar overalls.
He's a half a cyborg, basically.
Yes.
And Queen's just like King is just an entire different beast altogether. But we'll get into
Oh, ho, ho, ho. No, let me stop.
that. Everybody's like, oh my God, where's Marco? Oh shit, Marco's down too. And
He's got two black eyes.
I
Or
guess
is that
his
his-
eyes are just shaded.
Did he get his
He
ass?
wears eyes.
Yeah,
Oh.
no,
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
cool,
it's
that's
the
cool.
anime it's the anime shadow, a brow shadow.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah. He's knocked out. I get it.
So
Yeah.
is this their way of showing that they're officially age nerfing Marco?
Yeah, he's too old. He's the Brett Favre of One Piece.
Marco's officially gotten nerfed.
He can't play anymore. He's like, my ACL's torn. I can't do this anymore. Meanwhile, Sanji's out here is like, how much longer is this fucking thing gonna take? And they don't really know how long it's gonna take till Zoro is back into fighting condition. So Sanji's like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna like lateral kick this fucking dinosaur in the face. Keep fighting it. It's pretty bold, pretty cool. Meanwhile, Perospero's in the background, just ready to snipe him. Just like He calls him Germa's biggest failure as he loads up his arrow.
He's talking a lot of shit.
And man, as this is happening, someone's pulling up to Perospero. He's like, "Oh my god, I've been looking for you, bitch!" And then it's fucking Cat Viper comes and smacks the flying fuck out of Perospero and sends him flying. And he says, "I am not done with you."
He sent that nigga like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he did.
Only thing that I would have wanted more from this is if he went "Meow" afterwards or something.
Yeah, that would be
I wish
great.
they would have put like that in small text or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's he hit him so hard.
That would have sufficed.
Perospero's like pain gasp was "Befwubble bubba."
He wasn't ready. Oh, Odin.
Oda. Yeah. Oh man. I hope it's not even. I hope it's not even like a remote competition. How hard Cat Viper beats the brakes off of Perospero. I hope it's like almost like it's like 3 chapters. Yeah.
He said he's not done.
Yeah. He's gonna beat him down really
It's gonna
bad.
be fun. It's gonna be a cool watch.
Hell yeah.
Who's the dog guy fighting again?
He's fighting
Dogstone.
Jack. I think.
Shaq?
Jack.
Jack,
Not
it sounds like you said Shaq.
That was my bad. Again.
He's fighting Shaq, former Laker legend.
Yeah.
Jack.
No, Jack. The mammoth.
Elephant Tusk.
Yeah,
Mammoth.
dude who
Excuse
got
me.
Mr. L himself.
Yeah.
At this point, he might as well be shaped like the letter L. At this point,
That's where his tusks are shaped like the letter L.
they're too curved. Like they still have to be like iron. Like
It's a cursive L. But in any case, everybody's just trying to get Zoro out of there, get him to safety. But King is right there waiting for them. Zoro looking like an actual cross blunt.
Yes. Yeah. Did we not address this?
Yeah,
already?
I know, but it just
I
made
was-
it just hit me again.
Just making sure. Oh, yeah.
we did address
Definitely
this.
does look like that.
King just summons a fireball and is about to fire punch Zoro, but then that's when Marco pulls up. Is like unending thistle. That's his power. Right? That's his attack name.
Uses the last remaining cartilage in his body
Yeah,
to defend Zoro.
this was Brett Favre's last Hail Mary
Yeah.
before he retired.
This is it. Yeah.
And he drops some interesting tidbit here. Marco talks about how he's heard tales from long ago about a race of people atop the red wall who could burst into flames. And here we have King the Wildfire.
Interesting.
so, I'm wondering.
The red line.
I'm wondering.
Ancient people.
I'm wondering if this is like a mistranslation or something when it comes to like the location of where it is, like on top of the red wall
Maybe.
or something.
No.
I mean, they call it the red line.
It's the red line.
It's the red line.
Ancient people.
No,
red
because
line.
he says the red wall. But it's the red line.
Yeah, well, what other red wall? No. This is what happened. This is what prompted me to go on a One Piece lore binge.
Yeah,
Right? I looked up red wall, and guess what kept popping up?
the red line.
The red line. You know?
Yeah,
So
but-
I think it's safe to assume.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's just I don't know.
Perhaps they were talking about the red wall in Admiral's office.
What?
I mean,
Anybody.
red wall could also be a poneglyph. You don't know.
It's the red line,
The
Brian.
people that live on top of the poneglyph.
They live on top of a poneglyph that's buried under.
Well, maybe they live on the part of the red wall that's not occupied by Marie Joie.
Wait, are poneglyphs red? These ones are. Some
Yeah,
of
the
them
road
are.
poneglyphs are.
And the road ones are the most important ones.
Those are the ones that lead to Rafto.
Yeah,
And the
so
other
that's
ones
why
are
I'm
just-
saying maybe it could also be that, but why would he call it a red wall?
It was I don't know. I think we're digging too much into it.
I
You
don't
be
know.
watching too many theories where
No,
they just
no,
like,
no.
He said the word
listen.
"the" in this very moment.
Shut
What
up.
does that mean? Does he mean D? Like the
The
coincidence?
I think not.
The red line is a natural rock-like structure, continental structure. A wall is human crafted.
It's actually an unnatural.
Two different things.
It's actually an unnatural rock structure. Thank you very much.
Okay, Brian.
Now that's a nice one.
The more you know. In any case, anyway, King the White. That's all we get out of that. That's basically how it ends. The conversation does not continue.
I
King
think-
does not reply.
No, I think they just keep setting up stuff about
I know.
Nika.
Oh, maybe. Maybe this is where the legend of Nika comes from. Is from King's people.
Or maybe Cypher Paul is here to assassinate him because he knows too much from the past,
Probably.
from the before
Hey,
four times.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind if King just disappeared.
Right. That much I feel like we can all agree with.
Yeah. So in this very intricate and cerebral series, this Bronchiosaurus man pulls up a laser and starts to charge it up to fire it. And that's when Marco's like, all right, stop. I'm retired. Time out.
Yo, hold up. Wait.
Yo. At that moment, we see Zoro just rip out of his 27 layers of bandages. And we get a big old 2-page spread. As Marco says, it's time for the stars to take the stage. Zoro and Sanji just do cool anime pose attacks directly through King and Queen.
Not Sanji. He looks like a Looney Tune.
I-
I'm not gonna lie. This
I agree.
Wasn't the coolest pose. For
I agree.
Sanji,
I think
but
that
it's
was
alright.
so weird the way it was drawn.
I've actually heard, like, I've actually looked into other people's takes for it, and
This picture.
No, yeah, there's some.
Is there a
takes for it.
theory around
No, there's not a
Sanji's
theory.
pose?
It's not a theory. It's more like a reason why they did that.
Yeah.
Specifically, it's to show like the difference between Sanji and Zoro in like terms of their personality. How Zoro has to be straight and sharp, so that's why his stance is more structured and more like stone
Disciplined.
Yeah, and Sanji's more freeform, so that's why he's more like exaggerative and
Yeah, more
like
contemporary.
full with life. So it looks weird. It does look really weird, but I like it.
There are other ways to show it. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, I get
obviously.
it. He kicked Queen really hard.
Yeah, no, I'm not really actually mad at this at all. It's just when you turn the page and you see this, it's like, why do you kick like that?
It's like Luffy.
There's being creative, and then this just seems uncomfortable.
It's like a boomerang.
You know, yeah, he's got boomerang legs.
That's all right though.
Yeah,
He's the wing. He's Luffy's wings, right?
for
So-
sure. Also, at that point, that's when Zoro and Sanji be like, "Hey, Twirly, once we conquer this battle, we're gonna catch the first glimpse of Luffy as king of the pirates." Yes.
They're so supportive and positive.
God, I would.
He's like, we don't need to assist. We're just going to be able to go watch our captain bust his ass. I like that because, Zoro wants to cut everything.
Yeah, Zoro's out. They're both out here like, yeah, we did something cool, but it's not about us.
It's not.
It's
I mean,
about the team.
Zoro got what he wanted. He got a scar on Kaido. That he doesn't need to do much else now for the rest of
Who
his
cares
life.
about that scar? Luffy's about to pound that nigga into
Yeah,
some
yeah,
pudding.
that's what I'm
All
saying.
right? It's not even going to be visible
That's what I'm
anymore.
saying. It's like he doesn't even have to do more in that fight. He's like, all right, I scarred that motherfucker. I'm done.
Yeah.
Luffy,
Nah,
you
that
can,
was
you
lit,
can take
yeah.
this fucker down.
Yeah, for sure. But that's
Ar-
where the chapter ends.
RGC for me.
Ryuso and the sword only.
Any other RGCers?
Yes,
Huh?
this is
Huh?
also my RGC.
Okay, Josh? We going for the 3X?
Yes.
Oh, damn it! We're-
Because the drive.
You guys are not leaving here before we record something.
All right,
for this
we're going to
unified
do
show.
the fucking drop. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to get it out.
All right.
Okay, so real quick, I want to go
Oh,
into
Brian's got a theory. You
I want
guys,
to go
watch
into
out!
my theory.
It's Brian theory
This
time.
wasn't the audience RGC?
No.
Fuck, I know what it
Actually
was
trolling.
then. God damn it.
Let me look it up. But Brian, go for it. Do your theory.
Okay, so look. I know this one is a bit of a stretch, right?
When is it not?
But this is gonna it's a fun one in my eyes. So for the past 3 chapters, there's been a lot of metaphors for stuff, right? Like Sanji being the wings of the pirate crew, the pirate king, right? And all that stuff. So what I was thinking of is, what if Conqueror's Hockey,
Oh my
if
God.
there was a way for Conqueror's Hockey to be combined, like you can link Conqueror's Hockey with other people,
Right.
Okay.
so that way they could become literally the wings of the Pirate King.
Brian, out of all the theories that you've ever said on this show, this is the least of a stretch I've ever heard.
So you're saying like Sanji would be able to combine
Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy would be able to combine their Conqueror's Hockeys together.
Like, dude,
and
like
it
in
would
combination.
manifest into wings.
Yeah, it would- it
or
would-
whatever
Not
else.
not
they
manifest
do.
into wings.
It would like their combined will would become something different.
I see it'll elevate
like,
them.
Like using we talked about it off the show a couple days ago, where I was talking about like how Conqueror's Hockey has like a visual part to it,
The
like
black
when it comes
sparks,
to when it comes to Ashra too. If that's actually confirmed to be Conqueror's Hockey. So I was thinking like it would be something like that where it would show like your will. So it would be like a combined state of Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy with them being the wings in some way.
like Omnimon.
But Sanji's
Something
only
like
supposed
that.
to be the wings. Robin said Sanji is, not Zoro. Zoro's the, I guess
The swords,
the
I guess.
gun,
The blade.
or whatever weapon that
the
kills
gun,
you.
a sword.
Well, you know,
He's a
just-
swordsman.
No, I'm just saying like
Yeah.
like if Sanji says wings, he's like the
The arms?
AK-47. You know what I mean? He disposes people efficiently and fast. You know?
Yeah. Together they make the gun devil from Chainsaw Man.
Yes. You know. No. Well, that was a good video you sent.
Nice.
Maybe we'll talk about that. another day.
There's also the theory that King comes from a kind of semi-Skypean type of civilization.
Sky Island folk.
Yeah, there's some semi-Skypean stuff, and that has
Maybe.
some relation to Nika. It seems like they're trying to build up a lot about Nika right now.
Yeah.
With the sun and they burst into fire, so sun.
Yeah,
God.
Sun God, Nika, and
Alright.
and they also brought Who's Who in to bring up Nika in the first place. So
Right.
it's just a lot of like they're throwing the element in, and then they're just dropping it, and then they're throwing it back in. It's like just to keep it fresh in our mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Just when we're about to forget about it, they're like, "Oh, hey, you come from a thing about exploding fire people." And
Oh,
it's like-
isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild how that works out?
anyway,
Right.
so I think they're building up to Luffy being able to do something.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, I would imagine.
They're building up to Luffy
In
being
relation-
able to do something.
Something in relation to Nika. Like there's just too much
Yeah.
symbolism.
Yeah, no, we're
into that.
only busting your balls, bro. I think that's a good theory.
No, yeah, I like it.
I think it's fine. I think it makes sense. Brian is so happy right now that we're not ripping his theory to shreds.
No, and I'm glad you waited. You was just gonna say the shit in the chat. Now everyone got to hear what you
Yeah.
had to say.
Well,
Thank you,
go.
Brian.
no, yeah,
Let's
this was
go.
this
Thank you
was
for
great.
having self-control.
Yeah. No, this is a great chapter. I had so much fun reading it.